Okay. All right. Appreciate you being here. Obviously, really excited to get a win. All wins are hard in college football, and we saw that tonight. But, I want to start by thanking our fans. I thought they were awesome tonight, very loud on the last drive and the last 2 or 3 drives for sure. Band, cheerleaders, everybody involved. Another great atmosphere at the Vet in a year that everything seems unusual in 2020, but I'll tell you, I'm really proud of the way our guys continue to fight and believe. And, we had adversity all night that we just kind of overcame, kept clawing, kept scratching, and found a way to win. And Evan Legassey made a huge kick there. And obviously after last week when we didn't execute very well in field goal PAT, I thought that was a big step in the right direction. And obviously, didn't play our best. We understand that. And I heard a lot of our leaders in the dressing room talking about going back to work tomorrow and refocusing and all that. We had a good week of practice. I thought we were ready to play. We just didn't play well when in a lot of areas tonight. And the thing that was most disappointing in really was the penalties. We have not been that is uncharacteristic of us. This year, even last year, and so we got to get that corrected. Those penalties, I think we had over 150 yards in penalties, something like that. And really several on special teams, which it nullified a lot of our good returns, which obviously puts you in bad field position. So, again, we got some work to do. Obviously, we're still a work in progress, but we found a way to win, and that's the most important thing. And I think that's a good sign for the future because we're going to have some dogfights as this thing plays out. And a lot of college football teams, when they overcome things and win even when they don't play their best, I think everybody in the country that has those opportunities and does that usually pays off later on down the road. So, again, excited to get a win. We'll never apologize for that, and proud of my guys for continuing to fight and believing and pulling for each other. And now we got to get our heads back facing the right direction for another conference opponent next week. And I think our guys will be very, very motivated to get to work tomorrow. Okay, questions? Yeah. Yeah, the operation on field goal PAT, and thank goodness we did. That seemed to pay off from what I could tell. I think too we really just kind of went back to some fundamentals of staying in our lanes and covering. The things that showed up tonight were just penalties that we hadn't had: blocking the back, blindside block, holding, those things, and it nullified some big returns for us. So. We'll look at the film and see, but obviously the facts are we had a bunch of penalties, and we got to get those things corrected.
How often do you guys practice final 30 seconds, get the ball down the field?
Yeah, we do 2-minute every Thursday against our own defense, and when the way we play offense, we're in that pace a lot. So I think, but we always put different scenarios every Thursday after we do all the special teams. We'll do the 2-minute against our defense, and I think that helps. That pays off, obviously, and that's something that really paid off tonight. Gunnar, I can't say enough about him continuing to keep his poise in a tough situation when things weren't going his way. He made 2 big-time throws, one to Kalen and then one to Khalil there. I think those were the only 2 we complete on the last drive. Is that right? So really good job by him of sitting in there and really responding. And that's what you want to see. You want to see a quarterback when it's hard. You want to see him respond, and I thought he did a great job of that. And Khalil and Khalil understanding, which I know we had a timeout, but him understanding to get down on the ground and understand that the clock was going to run out and be able to call a timeout. And then I think that's a great job executing a 2-minute drill. Yeah. You're right. Early in the year, we lost some one-possession games that really kind of probably flipped our season where it went. Hopefully this will be the opposite effect. I think it's attributed to our guys gaining confidence. All these guys we have here, they all played a lot last year, which is I think a benefit of that. Now we have some experience in those situations. Also, I think we'll have them all back next year. So this thing is really, I think we can learn from this. I'd rather learn from a win than a loss, and hopefully we'll take the positives out of this and correct the mistakes and understand that the little things matter, the penalties, the missed opportunities, the turning the ball over and so forth, and go to work. But right, at least tonight, the Trojans are 3-1, and we didn't lose the game, so that's the most important thing. And then again tomorrow we just roll up our sleeves and go back to work.
Going along with that question, like you said, it kind of changed last week.
Yeah.
And then this year now you're 3-1 with that close win. Combine that with everything that 2020 has brought to you.
Well, I hope so. You know, I know that's a huge win for our confidence for especially our kicker and especially, you know, just our team in general. And I think football is one of those games when guys play with confidence and they have some success, they'll play better and better and better and better. And I think that's part of it. We understand each week is going to be a dogfight. You know how this league is. It's very, very competitive, really good teams and coaches in this league. And so every week is going to be and every week's going to be a dogfight, and you know, we'll rise to the challenge, and we'll try to get our mistakes corrected and get ready for a good Georgia State football team.
Coach, you know, obviously Kimani had a big game with over 100 yards rushing, but it seems like he had some really good timely runs.
He did.
You know, in big play moments. Talk about that coming from a freshman.
Yeah, I mean, Kamani's he's such a mature kid to be his age. I know there at the end. The second drive, when we didn't convert on the 3rd and short, you know, he and BJ were the two guys. I said, "Hey guys, we're gonna put the ball in your hands, hold on the ball, and let's end the game." Unfortunately, we didn't get that done. We missed something up front, and Kamani got hit in the backfield. But you know, he did protect the ball and so forth. But Kamani's gonna have he's got a bright future here. He continues to improve. He doesn't say a whole lot, not a lot of drama. He doesn't run his mouth. I mean, he just does what he's supposed to do. Does it with a smile on his face. He's a great teammate, extremely good. I mean, he's as good a kid as we have, and you know, hopefully he'll just continue to get better and better.
Is that what you expected from him coming in?
I did, yeah, we actually did. I know Brent back there and I were talking back in the summer, and I was telling him, I said, this kid's gonna be special, and of course, you know, we already have a good running back room, and I said, we do. We got a lot of guys that can play, and we'll play them all, but this kid's going to be, when you get to know him, you're going to love him even more, and I think he has done that. But yeah, you know, he played at a high level in high school over in Marietta High School, one of the biggest classification in the state of Georgia. I think that I mean, he ran for over 2,000 yards. They were in the state championship game or won it, I can't remember, but I mean, he's been in some big games, and he knows how to handle himself, and he was on a really good football team there, and he was the guy they got the ball to, so it tells you a lot about him. And he's a true TKG. I mean, he committed here early, like last summer, like in the summer. Had a lot of people come in on him late, and he sat there and said, "I'm not interested. I'm committed. I've already committed to Troy, and that's where I want to be." Says a lot about who he is.
You got DJ Smith involved too in the pass game quite a bit. Talk about that.
You know, I really hadn't seen stats or anything, but our running backs are all going to always be involved in the passing game because, you know, we want the protection set up where they can get out. I think that helps all the concepts that we're trying to run. So, therefore, we want to make sure how many?
Yeah, 96.
Oh, really? So we want to make sure that they're into the passing game as much as we can. If you look, I think also in pass protection, if you really study our film, they're extremely valuable there as well, and that helps keep Gunnar clean. So, yeah, to say the least, our running backs are always going to be involved. And I think if you look at the numbers so far, that's showing that for sure.
You had like 3 or 4 red zone trips, only 1 touchdown.
Yeah.
I mean, or at least 2, but like, what does that mean to the defense?
Yeah. And, you know, I want to say that our defense, obviously we gave up some plays here and there, but it was not as bad as you think because we gave up a 97-yard throw over the top, which we cannot do. And then they had one other drive in the first half. Other than that, second half, they did a nice job. You got to give them some credit. They got it out of their hand quick. They had the big back and so forth, and we were just really close in a lot of instances getting off the field. But I don't think our third down defense was very good tonight, and that's something we'll emphasize. We've been really good on third downs up until tonight. I don't know the numbers, but if I had to guess, it didn't feel like it. So, but I will say we did hold them to a lot of field goals, and you know, it was just enough to win, and we'll take it.
You guys got time for 2 more.
Yes, sir.
We talk a lot about Gunnar, and I think, you know, confidence and poise are very common words with him.
Yep.
How does this performance, especially that last drive, you know, continue to help his confidence?
Yeah. Well, I think it's tremendous because if you watch the NFL, you know, you watch an Aaron Rodgers or you watch a Drew Brees, and when they have the ball in their hand with under 2 minutes or whatever to try to win the game or whatever, everybody, you just kind of feel like they're going to get it done. And because they're so calm and collected and cool, and Gunner's not played that much, so he's still learning to do that. And hopefully this will be a step in that right direction. He'll gain a lot of confidence for tonight. He executed exactly what we want him to do. He threw the ball where it was supposed to go, and we were able to get the win. So I think you're right. That'd be a huge confidence builder for Gunnar, and hopefully he'll continue to grow.
Last one. Anybody?
Who was speaking up in the locker room at the end of this game saying, "Hey guys, we gotta get back to work"?
Yeah, our leadership, a lot of leaders on our team. Carlton Marshall, I know, KJ Robertson, Dylan Bradshaw. There was one more, B.J. Smith. So those four came to mind right out of the gate. And, their thing was, hey, guys, we'll learn from this, but get yourself ready to go to work tomorrow. We got to make sure we get better and improve. And when your leaders of your team and your better players are doing that, I think that's a good sign.
I think it's the same. It's the same as every other. Just get it to our playmakers quick, get the ball out, and let them go. And that's what they did. And we got it. We got Evan in the right spot and nailed it. So.
What's going through your mind on watching the catching side?
I didn't want to watch. I mean, that ain't good for you. I mean, it was nerve-wracking, but I knew he was going to make it. We've been confident in him. I mean, he nailed. I think it was the first game he nailed like a 46, 47-yarder. We knew he was going to make it. He nailed it right down the middle. Great protection, and he nailed it.
You talk about confidence a lot. The last few weeks. How much more confidence does this give you, especially after the last row?
I think it gives me a lot of confidence, but I know I got to play better. I mean, it was a wake-up call for our team, I think, really, and we'll get better. We can go to work tomorrow and get a lot better.
Coach mentioned that in the locker room after the game, some of the guys were saying, like, hey, enjoy this, like, we'll learn from it and get after it tomorrow. Is that kind of a message that, like, hey, enjoy the good win, but we got stuff to work on?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, you can't be mad about a win, but, I mean, you can be a little upset about how we performed tonight. And East Kentucky played a great game, but we pulled it out, and that's all that matters, and we'll get better.
What was going through your mind on that last play before the kick? You throw the pass, he catches the ball and runs it in and gets down. Are you excited?
I mean, I was excited, but not too excited yet. We hadn't won yet. We were still down by one. So, I mean, that was a great call by Coach Lindsey. I mean, they had us man coverage and three deep safeties, and we trust our guys outside to get open, and that's what happened. Khalil McClain, big guy, got open, took it down the field, got down with, I think it was 2 seconds, and it's perfect.
Another really strong game from Kamani. As the freshman coming in, do you kind of expect that from him?
Oh, yeah. Like I said last week, I think one of y'all asked me last week, it's unbelievable. I mean, somebody hits him, he's not going down. They can't tackle him. I mean, he's a workhorse.
Coach mentioned getting the running backs out in the passing formations too. Like, how is that working in your passing game?
I mean, they don't always get out on some. Like, if they bring a 6-man pressure, they don't always get out. But when they do get out, they're a big part of the passing game. Like, I think it was one third down, I hit BJ out to the left, and he takes it for 30, 40 yards. And then another third down early in the game, he took one down the sidelines for 25 yards, I think. So they're a huge part of our passing game too.
And just compare the two games last week, just miserable conditions weather-wise. This week, just absolutely, you can picture another more perfect day. Just compare and contrast the 2 days and the 2 games.
I mean, it's definitely tough playing in that pouring down rain, but, I mean, we got the job done last week, and the day was beautiful. But you just got to go out and execute either way. And we did a better job last weekend, but like I said, we'll go to work and get better.
How do you kind of gauge this game for your development? 2 very different games, last week, this week, different game than other teams you play this season. Kind of how do you kind of rank this with your performance and how you're kind of adjusting?
I mean, I feel like I'm getting more confident as I go for sure, and I was very confident coming in this game, and O-line played very well. I mean, they're playing awesome, and I'm confident in them to protect me, and that's what they've been doing, and I just got to get a little better, staying in there, going through stuff, but I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, well, first and foremost, I just want to thank all glory to God. He's played a huge role in my life as of lately, and none of this is possible without him. Talking about last week, I kind of accredit that to our coaching staff. Our coaching staff, it speaks volumes to who they are. It's easy to bench a kicker that goes 1-4, but they had trusted me, and I had trusted myself to come out, get the start this week, and hit a big kick. So building off of last week, we went into meetings after not such a great game for me, but they told me, they patted me on the back, and they said, hey, you're our kicker, you're our guy. And that speaks volumes to the kind of coaches that, Coach Blackman, Coach Brown, and Coach Lindsey are. So. Yeah.
This sort of someone kind of call you over.
Yeah, I mean, 21 seconds I think is what it was when they scored that touchdown. And I said, well, it's all going to kind of rely on this kick return. Reggie did a fantastic job getting the ball out all the way to the 40-yard line, and then I knew that our receivers I think were a little bit better than their corners. We have a great quarterback, so I knew once Reggie had that kick return that it was going to come down. I was going to get a look at it. I didn't know if it was going to be a 47-yarder or a 56-yarder. But as far as preparation, I mean, I'm on the sideline kicking into the net. Once I see the kick return, I'm like, okay, well, I'm just going to be ready for when my number is called. I knew that we got the timeout with 2 seconds left. I hit one more ball in the net, and then I just ran out there.
So you really good right off your foot. Did you know it was good as soon as you kicked it?
Yeah, it felt really good. My contact wasn't the best all game. I'd been battling with like a bad rotating ball, but everything was going straight, And then in my position, it's good when everything's going straight. So without overthinking anything, I just did what I'd been doing all game on every PAT. Hit the ball straight. I knew I had the leg for, plenty of more kicks over 47, so I wasn't stressing about kicking the ball harder than normal or anything like that. I just hit the normal ball that I would always hit.
What's going through your mind as you're kind of running around midfield after it goes through, and your teammates kind of moshing you?
Yeah, that's like it's one of those things that I always wondered myself. I haven't hit a game winner, especially at this level. So I've always kind of went to bed thinking about, man, what's it like to hit a game winner? And I was wondering the same thing. So I hit the game winner, and man, I wish I could tell you, because I kind of blacked out. From that point on, it's like that just happened. Everyone's happy. I'm happy. Coaches are happy, and it was just a feeling that you just can't really describe.
Adam, would you rank this kick ahead of your field goal against LSU?
Adam just asked me the same thing. Both kicks were really good kicks. Me and Adam called them a tie, but I'll say this kick felt a lot better. It meant a lot more to me too because of the timing aspect of it. And like you said, coming off of a bad week, I wanted to just instill that trust, put it back in my teammates, back in the coaching staff, and just let them know that I'm the guy. So this kick meant a lot for me.
You know that?
Oh yeah, Adam told me right after the game, but I mean, I wanted to have a better, well, not me personally, but as a team, I wanted to have a better sound game. Obviously we got the win, but no, I don't think anyone on the other team wanted to win like that.
Coach mentioned that post-game, that was kind of a message.
Mhm.
You can learn from this. Take us through what it was like, after the kind of hype had calmed down.
Mhm.
What was it like?
Carlton was saying that that we need to get on here on tomorrow and get back to work, and it's good we got the win, but it's not the best win ever.
What about your big runs, those long runs that you had, the 20-yard, 20, 30-yard runs? What was the key on those runs? It seemed like you got good blocking, but you also broke some tackles as well.
It's all the online. I'm supposed to break tackles. That's what I'm supposed to do, and the online made the holes and I ran through them. Simple as that.
Coach mentioned, you've been impressed with kind of how you've taken on everything this year, your dedication, committing early, and sticking with Troy. I mean, how is, where do you put tonight in kind of in the context of your freshman season and how you're present?
I wouldn't rank it too high, but it's good to get the win, and I've had wins like this since when I was in high school too, and it's not the best feeling, but you still just you're okay, That I need to fix. Oh, as a team, just we had too many penalties on special teams. I'm on special teams myself, and we just need to do better. And simple as that.
Kamani, you got 200-yard games in your first 4 career games. Talk about how your support staff has allowed you to get to this point.
In terms of support staff, you mean the coaches are like my family too.
Coaches, players, family.
I gotta give credits to of course the O-line, and the running back room. I mean, it's been a lot of people. The running back room, Coach Weeks, Coach Lindsey, my family. my dad, my mom, my sister, all of them have really just helped me get to the point where I am now.
It was just like you said, we didn't play up to our expectations. EKU came out, and I have to give them all the credit because they deserve it. They came out and they played ball. We just got to execute, especially on third down. We got them in a lot of third and longs and just third down situations, and we couldn't get off the field, and they just kept attacking us. And once again, I have to give credit to EKU. They just kept forcing our hand. So I mean, yeah, we came up and had some big plays. I should have had a bigger play. I should have ended the game off the pick on the last drive, but it's just stuff happens, and we're just gonna get better. That's all we can do now is just keep getting better.
I believe you had a career high in tackles today. Talk about, was it, kind of what was behind that? Was it scheme? Was it you being in the right place? Was it you going out and making plays? What was behind your performance today?
I really don't even know how many tackles I have. I didn't feel that much, but I gotta give it to Coach Warwick and Coach Hall. They've prepared me as much as I possibly can, and all I can do is just learn from them. I'm able to play, different positions, which helps me stay on the field longer, and actually me knowing what to do helps studying, preparing for my opponent. So it's a bit of everything, scheme and just knowing where to be at and knowing my job. So that's awesome. I didn't know I had a career high, but thank you for telling me that.
Was it tough tackling that 250-pound
It was crazy because we spent a lot of the time focusing on him because he is such a great ball player. We saw all the film on him, especially I remember plays in West Virginia where he's just going through people. But to me, to my knowledge, what I saw and what we did to me is we got him down really good. He didn't have too many. I don't think he had any really big plays or whatever. But he is a really good back. He's big for a reason. But I think we did a good job tackling him. I know I tackled him one time, and, I felt it. But, anybody would feel it tackling 250, 60 pounds. But I think we did a good job controlling him.
Coach and the players mentioned that after the game, you guys were obviously calmed down a bit and said, hey, we got things to learn from this. It seemed like the team, obviously you wanted to get a win today, but you wanted to put together a little bit more, complete performance all around.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Just like I said, we didn't play to our, best ability at all. And EKU came in here and tried to punch us in the mouth. And like I said, I got to give all the credit to them. They deserve it. But like you said, we can learn from this. And Coach said it in the locker room. It's better to learn from a win than from a loss. So we're going to take it, sleep on it, get the corrections done, and now we got a big game coming up next week. So we got to put this one to bed and just get what we did wrong down and, keep going.
What does it say about the state of the program that you guys have a game where, you guys didn't feel like you put together your best performance, but, if they were able to pull out a win, now you're 3-1?
I mean, it's nice. It's a nice feeling. We're chugging along, I guess. But, I mean, the next couple of games are big games with really good offenses, great players on their teams. So, I guess the attitude of the team now is like it's just beginning, So this is the beginning, and now it's really the stretch, and we got bigger and better teams coming in, and if we start off like we did today, it's not going to look good for us. So we just got to keep our head down, be humble, prepare, and do what we need to do.